Hello there lovely people, Alex from Nintendo Life here, and I'm here today to give you the top 10 tips for getting started in the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate demo. Now I'm going to say this now, this is for absolute beginners of the series who have never played a Monster Hunter game before, so if you have, you're not going to see a lot here that's going to be of any use. However, if you've never played the game before or you can't even spell Monster Hunter, this is the place for you. The demo was originally only available with codes, but it's now available for everyone. Just go to the eShop right now and download it whilst this is playing. Do it. Come on. I'll wait. Honestly, just hit pause and I'll wait as long as you like. Getting straight in with number 10, start on the beginner difficulty. I can't stress this enough. You may think that you're this really cool ultra gamer, but if you've never played a Monster Hunter game before, you're going to get really stuck if you try and go for the higher difficulty. So just stick with beginner and bear with me. Number 9, choose one of the recommended items. They'll have a little star on their symbol, and trust me, it really does make a difference because some of these weapons are incredibly complicated and really obtuse and not really like any weapon in real life or any other game. Personally, I'd recommend you start off with the dual blades. They're really probably the most simple to pick up and really get to grips with first before you move on to things like the hunting horn and the insect glaive, which are really complicated things, but actually my favourite as well. Number 8 is probably the most boring tip on the list. Read the tutorials. Now I know many of us don't like reading tutorials and don't really like being led by the hand and just sort of want to get straight in and work things out for ourselves. Well, don't. Seriously, read the tutorials because otherwise you are going to be so confused. Just swallow your pride, admit defeat, and let the game tell you what to do. Number 7 is make sure you're playing solo first. Don't go straight into the multiplayer because all the other people are going to be running around knowing what they're doing, well, at least most of them, and you're not going to have any idea what's going on, and it's just not going to help you. It really isn't. Stick with solo until you're a little bit more acquainted. Number 6, now that you're actually in the game, get a feel for the controls. You'll have X and A as your attack buttons, B is your dodge button, and Y is to sheath your weapon as well as use items. Really get a feel for it. Swing your sword around, hunt some of the herbivores. You'll see these big sort of dinosaur Stegosaurus-ish type things. Really, okay, they don't really look like Stegosaurus, but anyway, that sort of shape. And hunt a couple of them, run around, just get a feel for the controls before you go after the carnivores, which are the ones that will try and kill you. Number 5, if you're not using a new 3DS, stick on a Circle Pad Pro. Having that additional thumbstick thing, Circle Pad, to be able to move the camera is an absolute necessity in this game. There is a digital equivalent that you have on the touchscreen which you can use, but then you're really removed from your buttons and it's not very tactile, and if you've got a Circle Pad, use it. If you haven't got one and you can find one cheap, pick it up. Seriously, it's worth it. Number 4, now you've actually seen the monster you're intending to hunt, watch it for a bit. Don't even get your weapon out, just avoid its attacks and watch it and see its patterns and its movements and how it behaves and the different things that it does, because that is half of Monster Hunter. That is just knowing what the monsters do. Seriously, you can have the best armor, the best weapons in the world, and you can go up against something fairly weak and you can still get absolutely thrown on your ass. It's all about the knowledge, and that's what makes Monster Hunter so special. Number 3, now you're actually attacking the monster, take your time. Don't try and kill it as quickly as possible. You've got plenty of time and it's only a demo. You're not going to win or lose anything if you don't kill it first time. Just take your time, behave defensively, and just try and get a feel for it again, because if you haven't played Monster Hunter before, it will take a while and you will feel a little bit defenseless at first. Number 2 is much in the same line. Use the dodge as much as possible. The dodge is your best friend. If you're using one of the defensive items like the sword and shield, you do have a block mechanism, but considering I said go with the dual blades, I'm going to say use the dodge, because the dodge will prevent attacks, it won't just shield them, and shielding is not 100%. Sometimes they can break through your shield. It doesn't destroy the shield, but it does attack you and damage you, and dodging just eliminates all that full stop. You'll have absolutely no damage taken to you if you avoid the attack. So dodge, dodge, and dodge again. And number 1 is the most important of all. Enjoy yourself. Now I know that sounds really silly, but this is a game at the end of the day. If you're not enjoying it, then why are you playing it? Video games are supposed to be for entertainment and relaxation and enjoyment. So make sure you enjoy yourself, because I absolutely love Monster Hunter and I would really love it if you all started to love it. If I could convince a few of you to try out Monster Hunter and to really love it, that would make this video all worthwhile, because that's what I do this for. I do it for you lot. That's not entirely true. I do also like the attention. So there you have it, 10 tips to get you started in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Well, the demo version at least. The main game has an awful lot more that you'll have to learn, but the instructions are very, very clear as compared to the last game, which was really vague. So don't worry, you'll be taken through it. It's sort of baby steps, but it's a necessary evil, to be honest. A bit irritating when you've played it before, but if you've played it before, you can just rush through it. But seriously, when you get the full game, listen to the tutorials. As I said earlier for the demo, listen to the tutorials, because if you don't, you will miss something and you will find yourself utterly confused, and it is so frustrating. The full game is coming out on the 13th of February to tie in with the release of the new 3DS in North America and Europe. And of course, if you're in North America or Europe, that's the day you'll get it. However, if you're in Australia, you've already got the new 3DS, you lucky beggars. But you'll be able to get it on the 14th, much the same as Majora's Mask 3D. If this isn't enough for you, there's also a written guide available on nintendolife.com that I've also written. There'll be a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hunt that subscribe button and carve a piece off for me. And be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo related content. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.